Hello and welcome. I know it's been quite a while. I actually wanted to go ahead and focus on a little bit more studying as of lately, and I wanted to make an all-stop repo for all my notes, and I wanted to share with everybody else out. I'm actually pretty proud of this, for the most part, but I've been like super busy, so I want to go over this repo here. It's something I made. Don't mind the photos. Photos are just there just for filler, so that way, you can have a little fun with it. But I wanted to go over different struggles and different ideas about what I've done and what I've learned throughout the way of the OSCP, not just studying and just giving notes. I actually wanted to give to the point where if anyone wanted to clone this repo and pass, you have the ability to pass. You still have to put the work in, but at least enough where you have one area to learn on. So, like here. I created I created a few of my blog posts here, and all my blog posts that I've done with all my notes are here. And this is just my experience so far. I failed the test twice, but I never actually put pen to paper to my notes, and that's kind of my problem. That's on me. But instead, I wanted to switch over. So I had a link like that to show when I talked about all my struggles and stuff here. Then I created like this list. I'm gonna call it the land list. I'm just land list. I'm just gonna state I can't enunciate right now. I'm sorry, but like this list, and I included this list too because it's still a good list. What I wanted to show is all these are good, but if you do a box like Kevin that does a buffer overflow, that's not tested anymore on the OSCP. Still good to learn, should learn about it, but it's not necessarily tested. I wanted to have a central focus on what is being tested and what it's not. So I created this spreadsheet list of the same concept, but with all any notes. Because this is 100% open notes. So these are the boxes that I've done at least, and that feel like they're going to be pretty relevant on it. Now I'm going to make a crash out video later on try hacking on try hacking because again that was just annoying. Especially with their AI model, and also I'm not really mad about that. I'm more mad about the whole fact that like the team, like the pen tester version one. I mean, it's good. Like I took it before. The Active Directory portion is fine, along with some of the web. But what they claim is this will get you a job. Any certification that tells you that is probably lying. Even having the Sec Plus or the Pen Test Plus, people still struggle to. I would say those are bad certs, or the OSCP is a bad cert, but a lot of people just struggle on it too, and especially everyone struggles with the OSCP for sure. Huh. Some people get lucky and get it right away, or some people are that skilled. I've definitely met my portion. I am not one of them, especially after failing it twice. So it's okay. But I will say, I'm not changing these. These are good for now, and especially if you're doing the PMPT, the reef room is great. But I'm not changing these. I might change these later. The anything from that list previously or from the TJ Null list here, this all great. A lot of it's kind of time consuming, but if you start here and try to get an understanding of just like the whole try harder mentality, this is ActiveBox for sure. But a lot of the proving grounds that I've seen so far, that's kind of more of this test style, is definitely these boxes. And then for sure do the labs. This will help you out a lot. And these labs were a lot. I wouldn't say easy. There was a learning curve, but they're more tailored towards understanding how the test might go. I wish I did them sooner. I didn't do them the first two times. I did it this time. I finished all of them, at least with more than all of the passing grade, over about 10 hours of total on each of them. They're not too terribly bad. Could it go faster? Probably, but I wanted to spend my time. I think Secure was the only one that was like 6 hours because there's only three boxes compared to all six of these here. But these are definitely going to be like, oh, okay, I've seen that on the test or whatever. So that's fine. And then the Active Directory chains, what Tyler's doing for sure. Really, really good stuff. This I've seen similar stuff and also in pen testing and Hack Academy. I believe the Hacker Blueprints Hack Academy, which I will change here. Hacker Blue. Like it spell. All right. His Active Directory chain is really good, especially stuff I've learned. And this first one on his chain is free. So again, definitely worth it because it actually helps you understand how the chain system works with getting to one compromise box, pivoting, get to the next box, and then get to the next box about how the Active Directory flow works. That has been really helpful, especially during these labs. And then any books you can buy, use Kindle's all open, you like any fair game on it. And then I'm gonna add more, and I'm gonna add that repo here too. I just haven't had the time yet because I just made this over the weekend. And then this will continue to grow along with this will continue to grow. So this will be a forever project that won't stop. But at least with these boxes that I've done, yeah, definitely worth your time. And that way you can also refer to it too. Not only that I have my links, but all my medium links are also in it too. So let's take Active Directory for example, or Windows. I combine these two because it's almost the same. Because if you're gonna try to pivot, you got to get local access. This is just normal. You got to get local access, and then dump the SAMs, and then get the next machine to see if you can go ahead and have the next compromise account or hashes, and then do the next thing. It's kind of that chain anyways. So however you're going to do it, it could be locally or it could be from the domain. So they're intertwined. But if we go all the way down here, all my tactics and stuff, oh, not just here, these are just basic ones that just to think about it, like the low-hanging fruit. I go into way more detail in all my notes here about how they work and operate. Too. Same with Active Directory and same with Recon. I combine Recon into web enumeration along with network enumeration down here. They're all the same thing. You can run these too. And then imaging, when you get through first box, what you should do. This is kind of subjective with Kali, but I use it for Impacket in case the Impacket doesn't work and then the scripts on it. I would rather go ahead and run this quicker. And then if I need to restore to an image, sure. But if that happens and I don't need to restore to an image and I can just run this, run the impact and then fix the impact, I can do that. So it's not really wasting time. At least I have the chance to go ahead and, oh, okay, I need to fix impact or whatever. Just a small thought process. And then other stuff that I've learned to added as well. I've also added my methodology cheat sheet here. And let me explain why this was made, actually. So I do back to my spreadsheet. Oh, no, that was it. Also, his stuff is really good too. No, I don't. Mac. Yes, well, take me there. There we go. So my first one, this is just nothing, and it just has all the stuff that I found and just used. Ow. It's not bad. I have both my cherry tree notes and then my other notes to go with it. Again, I can't use that. This is a custom script with DDF bins that just does the command for you, and then you can just but that's technically considered an autopwn. You can't use that. But I have the GTF bins in Linux Prevest, where it actually shows, okay, this is where it looks at. So then you can run the script on the back end. It goes to the website and tells you what it is, and then you can go ahead and proceed what commands you can run. It gives you a suggestion of two. But this is kind of bare bones, and I wanted to fix that. Woo. Yeah, we don't leave with this one. So that's why I created it because it again, it's easier to run. But yeah, I go all with my notes here, everything with SQL injection, all with imaging, and then this is just stuff that I've learned and put in a text file as well. These are you don't necessarily need to have these. I found uh, when I first started, this is my first ever actual text file that I created. And I wanted to have it in imaging so that way, in any case you want to use, you can do that. And so all my notes, everything that I've learned so far about the OSCP itself is in this repo. And I'm actually pretty proud of it. But yeah, wanted to share this out and see if anyone else wanted to go ahead and use it and struggling too. This is all created for everyone. Just go ahead and just clone and just want to go ahead and pass. You still got to put in the work, but at least here you have something, well, it's a frame of reference to go ahead and just use. But yeah, that will do it for this one. Thank you guys also for watching, and really, I hope you pass.